then what do you get out of the experience, and what do you think others could basically get out of it, either participating or just watching the interviews? Because you all answered some questions that are, tough, and as Bridget said, it illuminates a lot. It clearly points out privilege and inequity, and the reason I'm posing that question to you all is because a lot of people have already told me that your conversations and your participation is a good model to how people can get to know another person from a different neighborhood that apparently a lot of people haven't figured out how to do. So I just wanted to give you all an opportunity to maybe answer what you've gotten out of it and what you think others could get out of it.
I have a couple thoughts. I think, in answer to your question around what was it like to come to Englewood, I think to me what was unique about this project was I've been to Englewood before through the work that I did with my nonprofit, but that was always in a role where we were coming to an organization, maybe to a church or to a school or to a community organization. So it was coming in a more formal way versus actually having a peer-to-peer conversation with someone where there's no program, you're not delivering anything, you're showing up in someone's home and you're sitting at someone's table. That is a completely different feel. So I feel like what I would love to see more of is more spaces where that kind of thing can happen, because I think that's where the change is. It's not somebody coming in and offering something, it's giving and receiving, going both ways from a place of sitting at an equal place at a table. So that's one big thing I took. The other big thing I took, which maybe if you've seen the video, it came through, is just the reminder that everybody has a story. I think no matter where we live or what our circumstances are, we are all carrying something. And I think it's really easy for bias to go both ways. I can look at someone and say, like, I have nothing in common with you. Look at all the things that you have. And then I sit down and talk with that person. I'm like, wow, you just put your mom in a senior's home and that's breaking you apart. Or you have a child that has a mental illness and you don't know how you're gonna wake up in the morning and face what you need to face. And so I think just a reminder to me to be curious, that when I find judgment coming up, how do I actually just say, tell me your story? And what that does to bridge connection. So, yeah.
For me, I hope that, not that it just brings conversation about communities that don't have as much of other communities, that we get some solutions. No more studies from title studies. We already know what the issues are. We already know what different communities need. So that they would just bring about some positive change. The money that you never hear about. It needs a lot. And not just Inglewood, the West Side, there are other communities that lack just the basic necessities. If we can just get the basic things that we need, that we should have anyway. It shouldn't take people to get killed. It shouldn't take people to have to march. I thought my grandmother, my great-grandmother did that. Here we are still doing it. So I'm just hoping that somebody would, and you know what's funny, when we did the exhibit months ago, there was a young lady that said she was from Detroit, and she said, we have the same issues. We have the same, Caucasian lady, she said, we have the same, so this is not just a Chicago problem, this is in Detroit, this is in Atlanta. Most major cities have the same issues in terms of the inner cities having an abundance of lack. So I'm hoping that somebody don't just want to do it because it was something cool, but they do it and say, but this is what we're going to do. And then they come back and say, you see that, Tonika? We looked at what you did, and we copied your model, but this is what we did. So we changed some things. You know, we didn't just say we want to come see what we're doing. We want you to know that we understand that it's a human side to people living in poverty, people that work every day. Because we do have jobs. We get up every day, we go to work, we have children, our kids go to college, same things. We just want some of the stuff that you all have, that's all.
Thank you.
That's all.
Thank you. Did anybody else want to answer?
I just want to say that I just want people to know that most of us have some of the same things in common, that we are not so different. Our communities might be different. We might have paid a whole lot more for our houses and a lot less for our houses, but we have some of the same things that we want out of life. We have some of the same likes. We want some of the same things. And I want people to know that, just, go step out there, meet people, meet someone that is different from you. You might meet somebody that's really like you, being way like beards.
Right.
I love their flowers in their backyard. I have a flower garden. Some of the similarities there, we're similar in some ways, but yeah, he lives on the north side, I live on the south side. And my area might not be as great as his area, but we do have things in common. And we meet some people who might have some things in common.
I just want to say that I appreciate being a part of the project, and I decided to be a part of the project because I know that it will make a difference, not just for Inglewood residents, but for residents throughout Illinois and beyond. And right now, I'm going to tell you that this needs to go for children as well. So if you can make it on a scale that they can understand, then that way they can get out of their comfort zone and out of the four corners of their neighborhood to
Of course, more reasons like thinking outside the block.
Yes,
That's definitely nice.
it really would benefit the younger generation
Yeah.
as well as the older generation if it would be more of an educational tool. So anybody, yes, you need to grab this. And,
Well, we're gonna see if somebody wants to, because we are gonna open it up for some questions so people can respond to what you said, and we've been going through a lot up here, so I definitely wanna give you all the opportunity to ask questions, make a comment, share what you think about the project, what hearing this conversation has meant to you. And go ahead, John.
I'm sorry, I was just reminded actually when you were speaking by something that was said when I saw a talk by Alexi Sherman, who is an author who writes a lot about the Native American experience, and he writes mostly for young readers, and he was speaking to a group of youth, and he said his main advice to them was get off the res. And he said, no matter what reservation you come from, and everybody comes from some reservation, get off the res.
And this is just a weird aside. I went to my coworker, and I'm like, look at this thing we're doing. And I showed it to her, and she's like, oh my God, I know Tonika. My brother used to be a photography club with her.
Oh,
And her cousin is
you trying to Aisha, but
Aisha, right? So
Yeah.
I was like, wow, it just kind of highlights
Bring
how
people
close we
together.
really are.
Yeah. No,
You
that's true.
know, I mean, Chicago is weirdly kind of a really big, small town in a lot of ways. So, we really are neighbors, and I think some of others deserve the same.
I think sometimes what separates people is this conversation. Sometimes, like, it's almost like, I think about some of the times that I went out of town, like to family reunions, and I met cousins or whatever for the first time in different cities. And we laugh about the way that, the things that we pronounce, like, so I have family in like Mississippi and Louisiana, so I remember like when I was younger going down there, they refer to pop, well, we call it pop, right? And they say soda, and I remember like coming from where I'm from, we call I call them gym shoes. They say tennis shoes. And it was funny, like when I remember one of my cousins saying, like, put your tennis shoes on, and I was looking at him like, I know tennis shoes. I don't play tennis. So, I mean, like, but it was funny, like, it was funny to just have those conversations, and when you recognize like what your differences are, you can laugh and get through it. And then it's like you get to understand each other better. But if you stay over there and I'm over here, it's like you would never know that you have so much in common. And of course, I think everybody wants to see their community and just the opportunities, just more opportunities. And sometimes, just if opportunity was there, then people would do better. But sometimes, like when in neighborhoods like Inglewood, when there's no opportunity there, then it sends people in a sense of survival mode. So, yeah, don't talk too much.
No, thanks for that.